Alright, let's see. I believe we got this up and running, guys. Welcome aboard for another evening of ATC with Captain Nabs here. We are live now on YouTube on Toronto Center, which is a little bit quiet right now. We do have a couple of controllers underneath us, so that's going to kind of keep our traffic load down a little bit. Initially, anyways, I expect at some point to log off. Whether or not it's before me, I don't know. But we do have an arrival controller down here in Toronto, so he's handling the aircraft that are in and out of Toronto. I will be handling anything else that comes in and out. So yeah, looks like we got a couple of adjacent sectors online, so you can see the thick boundaries here around Toronto indicate where I have a handoff. So I have a handoff to the Toronto arrival here. I have a handoff to the south to Cleveland Center. Boston Center is not online, which is this little segment here, but then Montreal to my east is also online. So yeah, we got a couple of things going on here. We got looks like we got a couple airplanes on the approach there to Toronto. Otherwise, it's a little bit quiet right now. But I'm hoping that if we stick with it, it will get busy. I do find that Toronto is one of those places where, yeah, it does not take very long for the traffic load to really build up. So if you guys are watching and you've got nothing else to do on a... Why does this say private? It should say public, and I swear I hit save on that, but apparently I did not. So there we go. Let's try that now. Because for some reason it was listed as public, and I don't know why. But anyways, as I said, welcome, guys. Welcome to the channel. And yeah, a little bit of late night ATC. Right now it's kind of quiet, but I hope as the evening wears on, it'll pick up a little bit. So stick with me. It comes and it goes. VATSIM is like that. It's busy one minute and then it's dead the next. So please don't fret if it's quiet for now, because it will pick up again in the future. But this is basically the extremity of the Toronto FIR here. This is Toronto right here in the middle of the southern portion here. And then, as I said, this is Cleveland off to the south. They just logged off as well. And let's see here if I can get some targets. There we go. See, he's going to Chicago. He's probably going to have to contact me momentarily here, because I believe he's going to pass through our space here. Yeah, he is. So let's go ahead and make sure he's going to ping us eventually, and that'll also give us a good audio check, because I haven't actually talked to anybody yet, so I don't know that the audio is working. But let's try it, shall we? Helps if we are connected. I didn't realize we weren't connected there. I had to mess with my settings, so obviously that distracted me momentarily there, but let's see if we can't get this all organized here. United 204, Toronto Center, are you on frequency? Yeah, the answer is a big fat nada at this point, but we will see if we can get him. Just looking over Toronto. There's a few inbounds right now from the south. Not too many. But like I said, hopefully as time goes on here, things will get a little busier. One thing you may notice about the scope is it's starting to look a little bit different than it did before as well. So I recently upgraded the software here. There's a new system in use in Toronto, and I didn't want to upgrade it to it just before the CTP, because I wasn't sure I was going to have time to be familiar with it. But now
Toronto Center, United 204, flight level 360. Good evening.
United 204, Toronto Center, good evening. Squawk for me, please, a code of... Oh, it doesn't want to assign it to you. 1 second. United 204, squawk code 0567.
0567, United 204.
United 204, identified flight level 360. Welcome aboard. Continue on course.
On course, United 204.
And let's see if we just click on that, then we can see where he's going. Yeah, he's on his way to Flint for the windy arrival into O'Hare. So we got one airplane, and at least it's working. Hopefully you guys heard that on frequency. Yeah, as always, I'm always a little hesitant to make sure that everything's working properly. I've had more than once where I've changed an audio setting and things did not work out properly. Alright. And that's it. We have one airplane. This is no Boston Center. It's one thing that amazes me about some of these sectors is how busy they get all the time. And Boston's one of those places where it's just busy all the time. Not so much in Toronto. One thing I want to do is have a look here. Good. We have the updated radar fields. So we recently updated the radar sites. We found that some of them were inaccurate and incorrect. So we've recently upgraded the radar system in and around Toronto to more accurately reflect the real world and hopefully get correctly the aircraft that are flying around in the real world at appropriate altitudes for their flights. And if I can find anybody who's even flying to any of the airports that are in my airspace, then I might even throw up an ATIS. But right now, actually, Oshawa. I have one guy who is going to leave Quebec to fly to Oshawa. It's one of those skyways. So we could put up an ATIS there for lack of anything better to do right now. I don't have an ATIS anywhere else, so I might as well put one up there. So I'm going to do that. Let's just pull up the weather. All right. Yeah, it's one thing that this amazes me is places like Boston just have a constant workload. Okay, what were we doing? Yeah, we were putting up an ATIS in Oshawa. So we have winds 330 at 9 gusts 16. So it seems like runway 30 is the one to use in Oshawa. So I will set up my ATIS here. For arrivals and departures on runway 30. And the approach type is going to be an RNAV because we can't do ILSs. There's no ILSs into Oshawa. All that's left now is RNAVs to all the runways. So that's the one they're going to do. So now we have Information Juliet in Oshawa up and running. Maybe that'll help lure in some aircraft. Who knows? Always fingers crossed. We got a couple of pigeons anyways. We got about 4 airplanes on the ground in Toronto that are vying to leave. So that'll help get us a little bit of traffic. And just having the center online along with the arrival controller, that always helps. So just because it's a little bit boring right now, I hate to say it, but it's about my own channel, but it is a little bit boring right now. I'm also going to throw up Toronto arrival to listen to because I got nothing else to listen to right now. So you'll hear everything that's going on the ground in Toronto right now, and then when it gets boring later, or when it gets busy later, I should say, then I may turn that off. But for now, we'll turn on Toronto arrival. United 204, I think I saw you transmitting there. If you were trying to say something that was carrier only.
Negative, United 204.
All right. Yeah. So what some of you may notice too. Is that I am also using a, like I said, new software, which has got a new interface here on the top. So some of the functions that were previously buried in Euroscope, this is actually, stand by one. So this actually, unlike our actual radar scope, this is apparently a very close approximation of what the real air traffic controllers in Nav Canada have on their screen. So this is very much the same style of the software that they have. A lot of it is not necessarily functional yet, but it's slowly getting functional, and I'm still learning it, so bear with me while I learn it. But I can, for example, turn on leader lines for aircraft. So if I want a 5-minute leader line on this aircraft, I can select 5 and click on it, and this will show me where he's going to be in 5 minutes. I can clear it if I want to, close this window, that sort of thing. I can put halos around my aircraft if I wanted to have a halo around them, just to kind of give me some reference, and also help to with spacing perhaps. I can also put it around my own cursor, so I can measure things out on my cursor with the various halos, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So there's a few things like that. A lot of this is not yet functional, but the idea is to eventually sort of build in more and more functionality as time goes on. But the idea was to have a fairly realistic interface.
Central aircraft on frequency, information Golf now currently Toronto altimeter 3001.
So we had information Golf now in Toronto, and it's kind of a little bit interesting today because Toronto's actually landing on the 33s, which is not something that's commonly done, usually only on high wind days. So if I can pull up, hopefully this is defined correctly. Nope, it's not. Yeah, there it is. There's the approach path for the 33s. It's just not one that's used very commonly normally, and I think anyone who's familiar at all with this airport, we use the east-west runways, 24s and the 6s as it was, because the 24s and the 6s give us more throughput. The runways are farther apart, so you can actually have parallel simultaneous approaches. You can have approaches and departures on runways at the same time, on parallel runways at the same time without interfering with each other.
Sun, approach, Pacific 250 made it to the ground. Queen's actually still looking for a king, so if you're interested.
So I just missed the last portion of that. Say again.
Pacific 250 made it to the ground, and 747 Queen of the Sky is still looking for a king, so if you're interested.
Oh, my favorite. Do you have any preferred parking today?
I'd be on it if you have any parking in mind for me, yeah.
Roger, taxi November, Bravo, Alpha Kilo.
There's the airplane just landed, so the arrival controller's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 airplanes on the ground in Toronto by the looks of it.
Taxi November, November Delta Alpha Kilo, is it 1 Sierra or 115?
It's 15 left, you're going to cross.
Cross 15 left, thank you, and I'm parking at discretion. Pacific 250.
This one shouldn't exist, there we go. That's my high level.
Approach Skyhawk, Charlie Golf Oscar Golf Yankee is on the ground in Bishop again. We'd like IFR clearance to London, please.
Oh, he's going to London. Now we'll be dealing with him then. So stuff's going to happen eventually. It's kind of quiet right now, but stick with me, guys. Stuff will happen here soon enough. In the meantime, we're just kind of listening to what's going on in the arrival controllers space here.
Oscar Golf Yankee.
Oscar Golf Yankee, this looks like I have a flight plan on file for you. Just want to double check that you have it filed.
I do have one filed, Oscar Golf Yankee.
Yeah,
so you're going to London?
So yeah, so the reason why they don't use the 33s very much is just because of how closely spaced these runways are, so it really restricts the operations. These days with the traffic load in the real world, it's not a big deal, but in a normal day in Toronto, this is using this configuration causes delays because it reduces the rate of arrivals and departures in Toronto. So it's not very often they use this unless the winds are really quite strong out of the north and they have to use them.
Totally what process were you said London, correct?
Affirmative, Oscar Golf Yankee.
There goes our United plane. Go ahead.
First time with the flight plan on here, so if there are any mistakes, let me know, Oscar Golf Yankee.
Sounds like we got a rookie on the network, which is cool.
Otherwise, it was just that you had your destination as Toronto, that's why it wasn't popping up for me.
Sorry about that, Oscar Golf Yankee.
Oh, no worries, I got a fixture. This is that coordinate with center. And you said
All right.
coordinate, you're looking for vectors?
Vectors if possible, please. Oscar Golf Yankee.
All right, Roger.
Okay, so he's going to London, so one thing you kind of have to do when you're a controller, especially center controller, because you're dealing with so much, is you have to be ahead of the game. So because he's going to London, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the view of London right now. So there's the view of London right now, and I'm going to pull up the weather for London so I know what's going to be happening there in advance, because if things get busy, I'm not going to have time to pull this stuff up later. So the winds are out of the west, so runway 27 would be the active in London. So because this guy's heading over there, and I don't think we got any traffic in Oshawa, I'm going to switch my ATIS around from Oshawa over to London, and then he's going to have an ATIS when he gets there. So first of all, I'm just going to quickly set up my active runway configuration.
And Oscar Golf Yankee, you are clear to London via radar vectors. So we run a 26 and squawk 2216.
Confirm that was 2216 for Oscar Golf Yankee.
Confirm.
2216 in the box, Oscar Golf Yankee.
Oscar Golf Yankee, advise rate taxi.
That's very odd. My window is hidden. I can't seem to bring up my runway window anymore.
Ready for taxi, Oscar Golf Yankee.
That's very strange. Stand by, guys. I'm going to have to just do a quick little edit here. Something's not working correctly. I'm not sure why.
The island altimeter 3001. Taxi Charlie Delta, hold short 26.
Charlie Delta 26, Oscar Golf Yankee.
Very strange. Stick with me, guys. I'm just going to actually just reset the scope here because it's, for some reason, seems to have malfunctioned. So I will be, again, I'll be right back with you guys in one moment here.
655.
And Jazz 655, were you calling Toronto? No, he might have been. No, he was on the arrival frequency. So, all right. Give me 1 second, guys. We're just going to reset this.
Toronto is back online now.
Air Transat 326, wind 3307, clear takeoff runway 06 left.
Clear to takeoff runway 06 left, Air Transat 326.
All right. Not sure what was going on there, but something was going strange and haywire with my my windows there. I'm not sure what it was. So, anyways, I just reset the system. If in doubt, reboot, right? So we're going to go ahead and reset for our ATIS for London. Yeah, it was very weird. But anyways. And now we're back to my erroneous systems I had before, guys. I'm really sorry. Like I said, I've upgraded the software. It's given me a few issues here now. It's not the first time, probably won't be the last time, but it's been giving me a few issues here. So I'm just trying to kind of troubleshoot and make sure it's all working properly here. It says it's worked, so let's just make sure. Alright, let's just try and make sure that this is working properly here, because I feel like it just does not want to work properly for me, and I don't know why. It's being a bit of a bear. Ah, yeah, Direct London's approved. Alright, and we can also pull up the Toronto one here. Let's see here. Not the Toronto one, we can pull open the London one again here. Alright, so we got an airplane that's going to be inbound to London. We're going to have an ATC up and running for him, and we're going to get him in on runway 27. It sounds like he's a relative rookie, so I'm going to try not to go too crazy or anything on him. But if anybody has any questions about ATC on VATSIM, please do it. Morning, Mr. Nabs. Sorry, yeah, you haven't seen you for a week or so, but it's been a little bit all over the place here. And Divot, thank you for checking in as well. Nice to see you guys all here watching. I'm sorry it's quiet. The best thing I can say is it's going to get a little busier. We got at least one inbound to London. We got a couple of inbound airplanes, so eventually we'll get a little busier here. Our airplane that's inbound to London is already airborne. I think it's this guy here at 2300. He's climbing out of the terminal. And I can pull up the terminal frequencies again. For some reason it seems to be really... Oh, that's why. There we go. Okay. It's not like I don't know what I'm doing with the software, but sometimes it's just, it's... It's a little challenging anyways when things don't always work the way they're supposed to.
Center Pacific 250, finalize taxiing onto parking spot 135. Just wanted to let you know before blowing out her candle. Thank you very much. It's been an honor.
Have a great rest of your night.
United 204, if you were calling Toronto Center, I'm sorry, I didn't hear any voice, I just heard the carrier. I think he hits the push to talk accidentally. Not too bad.
United 201 negative, I apologize. I use a screen reading software and I was using the wrong control key to stop my speech.
No problem at all. Alright, so we got the ATIS up and running here. We got the RNAV to runway 27. Nope, doesn't seem to have locked in 27, so let's get 27 locked in there again. Then if I go into my ATIS screen and ask it to pop up, approach RNAV 27. There we go. Although I think it is pretty much visual conditions in London too, so I think if they want a visual approach as well, we could also accommodate that. Let's see here, 15 miles, view at 8,000. Yeah, looks like a beautiful day. You decide to leave your current career to become a pilot. So, well, I'm glad that you're following your dream, and I certainly wish you good luck to it. It's a weird time right now to be a pilot, but I don't know. This is the thing right now, is nobody knows, I guess, what the future is going to bring for the next couple of years now. You know, it was pretty kind of weird. Yeah, like I said, like 2 years ago, if you had said you want to be a pilot, I would have said, great. There's a worldwide shortage. There is not enough pilots out there for the jobs that are being offered. Go for it. Now, all of a sudden, there's a huge surplus of pilots. A lot of airlines still have laid off, some of them 70, 80, 90% of their staff. Some of them are in full shutdown right now. So is it a great time to be a pilot right now? No, but in a couple of years, things recover. If people start being able to move around the world again, then yeah, it could become very much a good career. Anyways, it's not an easy career. I'll 100% tell you that right now. It's not an easy career. There's gonna be days where you're gonna hate it. There's going to be days where you're going to be frustrated with the way the business works, frustrated with your seniority, frustrated with your schedule. If you have significant others in your life, make sure you talk to them about it as well, and make sure they're aware of what it's going to be like for you. Because, yeah, exactly. I mean, if it's 3-ish years from now, then yeah, things might be better. But if you're going to get into it, just make sure if you have a significant other, girlfriend, spouse, fiance, anything like that, or you get involved with anybody, make sure before you get too serious that they do understand what this job is about, because you will probably be away from home for large portions of the time. Sometimes a couple days at a time, couple nights away from home, quite regularly. Can this person deal with you not being home? And another thing that's weird, and it's weird that it's related, or that it's characterized as a stereotype of aviation, but people, all think that pilots everywhere are always having affairs with people because they're just away from home all the time. It's like, no, just because you leave the house does not mean you're automatically unfaithful to people. And I find that stereotype very borderline offensive. But there are people who believe in it, who believe in stereotypes, and if there's any trust issues in the relationship, it can be a very strenuous relationship to be a part of. So I'm not trying to dissuade you from doing it, but just kind of go into it with eyes wide open, right? If it's something you want to do, please, by all means, go and do it and have fun. It can be a very fun career for sure. United 204, Toronto, you're leaving my airspace to the west. Your radar service terminates. Cleveland's not online, as you probably know, so back to Unicom 228. Have a good rest of your day.
204.
All right, there he goes back. So this is going to be our next guy here. Charlie Golf, Oscar Golf, Yankees. A Cessna 172 flying from Toronto, London. That's going to take him about an hour to fly that. The 172 is not a fast airplane. On the other hand, I believe this guy over here, way hiding in the corner over here, is inbound to London. That's Falcon 50, so he'll be here about the same time. Or not to London, to Oshawa. He'll get there about the same time as the guy in London. So, yeah. We will have some activity here soon. It's not the busiest evening right now, but if you have a supportive spouse, and I mean that is crucial, I think, to success in this business, is to have a supportive spouse. If you're going to have a family life, you've got to have a supportive family, one that's aware of what you're doing. Kids they got brought into it and they just kind of assume it's normal. But the spouse, especially your wife or husband or whatever your case may be, they always need to be aware of what it entails, the fact that you are going to be away for periods of time, that they have to be somewhat independent and able to take care of things by themselves, and it's going to suck. You want to be there as much as you can in this life. You want to be there for people. I absolutely do. I want to be here as much as I can, but you got to go out there. You got to earn a living, and it's the nature of the job. So it's important to have someone who's supportive of that. That someone who's hopefully, like I said, a little bit independent, not necessarily independent, but able, self-reliant. Anyways, is probably a better word. Able to deal with things on their own. If you go on a trip somewhere and the water heater breaks, some kind of mini emergency happens at home, you're not going to be able to just get in the car and drive home, because you could be 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000 miles away. So things have got to be dealt. Things got to be dealt with sometimes without you. You can pick up the phone and call and talk, but at the end of the day, that person's got to do it without you. So, yeah, not always the easiest thing in the world for sure. Just looking at this here. Don't have a whole lot going on right now. I think that the only trouble with this stream time that I do too, and I do 01 Zulu because it's the time that I'm available, it's kind of later in the evening. Everybody's already sort of settled into what they're probably going to do for the evening. You don't get
856 Alpha, the wind 3.
you don't get as many people popping up and doing stuff later in the evening. People have already sort of settled into what they're doing, so you have to kind of hope that there's already traffic up there when you sort of log in this late. Unfortunately, it does not always seem to be the case for me, but we'll stick with it. We'll see what happens here. The evening is still young. We got a couple departures out of Toronto. We got a couple of inbounds to a couple of our regional airports, so it's going to be fun in a few minutes. So I just got to go check on something. I will be right back, guys.
Toronto Jazz 655 approaching Alpha Kilo, ready for taxi.
655, the Toronto altimeter 3001, taxi Alpha Kilo, Bravo Delta, hold short 33 right.
Alpha Kilo Bravo Delta, short at 33 right, Jazz 655.
Canada 856 Alpha, say passing altitude.
Climbing 3000 Air Canada 856 Alpha.
Canada 856 Alpha, identify the main runway heading climb, flight level 230.
Climb 230 right headed.
And Air Canada 856 Alpha, turn right, direct to Vivid.
Right direct Vivid, Air Canada 856 Alpha Heavy.
Okay, back with you guys. Sorry for the little pause there. Just had to check on a little bacon that was going on. We got our handoff here of our aircraft that's inbound to London. Very good.
And Oscar Golf Yankee contact center 125.77. Good day and good luck.
125.7. Thanks very much.
Wrong frequency. 2577. Correct him, or he's gonna get lost. He's gonna get lost. Alright, we got an airplane now. And we just got word from Montreal that our Skycraft Falcon here is coming into Oshawa. He is head straight in here, so I'm going to have to start pulling up some charts here as well. That's the next thing I'm going to need is charts for London and for Oshawa. So let's get that up and running here. One of the biggest things about being the center controller is being prepared for a lot of different things. In the real world, center controllers work much smaller sectors. They never would work the entire Toronto center. At the minimum, there'd be like at least 4 guys working the Toronto center. So, you know, they would be familiar with the areas they're working with, but they're also not necessarily interchangeable in the real world. So you might be checked out on 2 or 3 different sectors, but you wouldn't be checked out on all the sectors in Toronto. I don't think even the supervisors usually are, because you have to then stay current. You have to then work them every so often. So people really specialize. They work 1, 2, maybe 3 different sectors, and that's about it.
Good day, Toronto Center, Skyhawk, Charlie Golf, Oscar Golf, Yankee, 8000.
Charlie Golf, Oscar Golf, Yankee, Toronto Center, good evening. Oscar Golf, Yankee, the local altimeter there for you, Kitchener, 3002. Information Lima is current in London, and are you on a heading right now?
Heading 260, Oscar Golf, Yankee.
Oscar Golf, Yankee, copy, heading 260. I'm going to put it in there so I remember that he's on a heading. And then who else is being handed to me here? Air Canada 856 Alpha. Very good. So now we got a few more airplanes popping up into our airspace here. Let's see what we're doing. We're pulling up the charts for the RNAV runway 27. He may not have the RNAV, and that's okay. If he doesn't, we can come up with something else. And the RNAV 30 in Oshawa, so I got my charts ready. So like I was saying, in VATSIM, you really need to kind of be ahead of the game as much as possible, because you cover such a wide airspace, you can't possibly memorize everything.
Air Canada 856 Alpha Heavy coming through 12,000 for flight open 230.
Air Canada 856 Alpha Toronto Center, good evening. Continue climb, flight level 370.
Flight level 370, Air Canada 856 Alpha.
And Air Canada 856 Alpha, just to confirm, are you direct Lorca at this time?
No, we're doing Durval. Durval, then Verdo, and then I can go Lorca if you want me to.
Air Canada 856 Alpha, negative, you can stay on course for now. I just was wondering, it was just marked here as Lorca, so yeah, disregard, stay on course for now.
So 5 minutes, correction said, Air Canada 856 Alpha.
It's weird, it didn't want to register his star properly there, so. Strange. Not sure why.
I have a special request today for Oscar Golf Yankee.
Oscar Golf Yankee, Toronto Center, go ahead.
There's going to be a Jazz coming in here in a second. They're going to London as well, and I challenged them to a race back at Toronto Approach. So if you could try and delay them as much as possible, that would be great, considering I'm in Skyhawk here. Oscar Golf Yankee.
I don't know how much help I can really be if they, depending on what they're in. I'll see what I can do, but they're probably going to outpace you no matter what they're flying.
Thanks for your help, Oscar Golf Yankee.
He's in a Dash 8. Oscar Golf Yankee. Information is Lima in London. Runway 27. Did you want the RNAV approach for runway 27 VOR DME or just a visual?
We'll take the visual for 27. Information Lima. Oscar Golf Yankee.
Oscar Golf Yankee, Roger. You can plan the visual approach to runway 27, and you can proceed direct London Airport this time.
Direct to London, visual 27, Oscar Golf Yankee.
Okay. Air Canada 856 Alpha, proceed direct Lorca on course.
Direct Lorca, Air Canada 856 Alpha.
Alright, I gotta step away for 1 second, guys, to go check again on what I was checking on before, so stand by one. Alright. Let's see, how far has this guy got to go here? Well, what's better is actually to look at the estimate here. So 2:17 is the time he's expected to reach London at. The Jazz flight 2:16. You know what? Given the routings, I could hold the Jazz back a little bit here. I could do it. See, how far has he got to go? He's got 44 miles. And Golf Oscar Golf Yankee, if you keep the speed up, you may be #1 for London. The time is looking really close here.
We'll keep our hopes up, Oscar Golf Yankee.
Probably will want to go down for about another 10 or 15 miles.
Nothing like running the RPM in the red, Oscar Golf Yankee.
Oscar Golf Yankee, it's your choice, but yeah, it's going to be pretty close between you and the Jazz at the end of the day. Alright, so we got some stuff going on here. We got one eastbound climbing out, nothing much happening there. We got the Jazz here. Now actually, as he...
Toronto Center today, it's Jazz 655 joining the race to London, level 1000. We have Lima.
Jazz 655, thank you. Kitchener altimeter for you, 3002. Runway 27. Did you want runway 27 or did you want to switch to another runway?
Jazz 655, we can take 27, request the RNAV GNSS 27 via either straight in via GoTel or Ondel works with us.
And Jazz 655, yeah, you can plan this straight in RNAV runway 27 via GoTel. I'll have that for you in a little bit here.
Okay, we'll plan via GoTel RNAV 27, Jazz 655.
It's going to be awfully close. Really, at the end of the day, the Jazz is going to be there a little bit early. I don't think it's going to work for the Oscar Golf Yankee. And I am technically supposed to apply to route people based on I don't see the list of departures in Toronto, so I'm going to guess that that's where he is. I could probably look him.
Can we begin our descent down to 6,000, please, for Oscar Golf Yankee?
Oscar Golf Yankee Toronto. When ready, descend 4,000.
Down to 4,000, Oscar Golf Yankee, thank you.
And Oscar Golf Yankee, the London altimeter 3006.
3006, Oscar Golf Yankee.
Go ahead. Arriving 23248, departing 248. Okay. That's alright. I got no inbounds at this time for you anyway, so. Alright, so even as this guy goes down the hill, it's just not really working for him here. Jazz 655, turn right direct, go tall.
Right turn direct, go tall, Jazz 655.
Let's just check on my Jazz 655. The race is pretty close, but it looks like you are going to be #1 for London. So keep the speed up for me as best you can. When ready, descend 8,000.
Sounds good. When ready, down to 8,000. We'll keep the speed up, Jazz 655.
Jazz 655. The London altimeter 3006.
3006, Jazz 655.
Yeah. He's going to be about 3 minutes ahead. It's okay, it actually works better anyways with him doing the visual approach. Then he can follow the traffic in. I tried. I did my best to kind of squeeze it in there, but it's just not going to happen for him. So that's okay. We'll do it. We'll make it work. Still got our Skycraft coming in here. Got a couple more departures. Ooh, we got lots of people logging in, heading to Toronto now. We went from having about 2 or 3 arrivals to we got about 7 arrivals now, so good times. And by the time these guys both get on the ground in London, I'll be able to go return that ATIS to Oshawa and get them into Oshawa. What's the distance between these aircraft? 15 miles. Jazz 655, Toronto, when ready, descend 5,000.
When ready, down to 5,000, Jazz 655.
All right, 5,000. So now they're switching configs in Toronto. The winds are lightening up. And every once in a while, you just got to scroll through all your views to make sure you're aware of what's happening in the all of your airspace. That's the other thing about managing a large airspace. It's easy when you're kind of doing a terminal and you're kind of focused on one small area that's maybe 50 miles wide. But when you're focused on an area that's a couple 100 miles wide or maybe even 1,000 miles wide, you need to be constantly kind of scanning different places, looking for things, looking for seeing what's going on. What is the deal here? Is there anything that I'm missing? So nothing much going on. We got this guy outbound. He's outbound. We got these 2 guys inbound here, and that's all we're dealing with right now.
Toronto Center, Charlie Golf, Oscar Golf Yankee. We're not declaring an emergency, but we have just lost our right aileron. Just thought I'd let you know, Oscar Golf Yankee.
Oscar Golf Yankee Toronto. Okay, that sounds like as good a reason as any to declare an emergency, but copy the flight control issues. You can continue direct London unless you'd rather head for Kitchener, which is about 15 miles behind you.
We'll take London, Oscar Golf Yankee.
Oscar Golf Yankee, roger.
And Toronto Jazz 655, aileron, losing an aileron sounds like a big issue, so we're willing to take the hold on the approach to let the Cessna go in first if necessary.
Yeah, Jazz 655, I was just looking at that. Yeah, you're going to be number 2 for London now, so if you want to reduce the speed and you'll be number 2 for runway 27, I'll have a holding clearance for you in just a moment.
Jazz 655, thanks, we're reducing.
Thank you, Jazz 655, Oscar Golf Yankee.
All right, so let's see here. At Jazz 655, I have holding clearance for you. Advise ready to copy.
Stand by 1 for 655.
Control Center, good evening. It's aircraft 794 medevac checking in at 380.
Skycraft 794, medevac, Toronto, flight level 380, welcome.
And go ahead for the hold clearance for Jazz 655.
Jazz 655, you're cleared direct, present position, direct GOTOL, to hold east, inbound track, runway 268, maintain 5,000. And expect further clearance 0225 Zulu.
Okay, Jazz 655 cleared to GOTEL to hold eastbound on the inbound track of 268. Maintain 5,000 feet and expect further clearance at 0225 Zulu.
Jazz 655, your readback's correct. I expect it won't be that long of a hold, but just to give a little margin for the aircraft ahead.
Jazz 655, roger.
Air Canada 856 Alpha Heavy, contact Montreal Centre now, 128.77. Good day.
Over to Montreal, 2877. See ya. Thank you, service.
See ya. And it's really easy. That's one thing too about controlling is it's really easy to become fixated on one situation, especially when you have an emergency. But anything where there's a conflict where you're kind of watching things unfold, it can be very easy to get focused on one thing. So, Jazz, correction, Golf Oscar Golf Yankee, descend 3,000.
Descend 3,000, Oscar Golf Yankee, and can we make that left turn to 180, kind of like a base for 27, Oscar Golf Yankee?
Oscar Golf Yankee, do you have London Airport in sight at your 12 o'clock for about 19 miles?
Field in sight, Oscar Golf Yankee.
Oscar Golf Yankee, cleared visual approach, runway 27 at London.
Cleared visual approach, 27 at London. Thanks, Oscar Golf Yankee.
Roger. Jazz 655, the traffic is over at your, it's about your 10 o'clock, correction, your 2 o'clock for about 7 miles. He's down at 4,000.
Jazz 655, thanks, traffic in sight.
Thank you. Yeah, so easy to become fixated on one situation here, so I'm trying to make sure I'm not losing my focus on anything else that's going on here. Not that there's much going on, it's really only a couple of things. I mean, I handed off the one guy and I've got the Skycraft inbound, and that's about it. He's even got the medevac symbol there, which is great. How does he get the medevac symbol? What does he have to do to get medevac symbol? Just has to put status medevac. Interesting. Neat. See, and there's all sorts of stuff. Like, this is the thing. This is, like I said, this is new controller software for us. You know, it's still kind of in a bit of a beta phase. So I'm not aware of everything it does, and I'm not sure of why it does certain things. There's not a very good documentation for it yet. Probably part of the reason why it's still considered to be beta software. So Yeah, so I didn't even know that they'd put the little red plus in there for medevac, but what a great indicator of medevac aircraft. But that was the thing, was the developer of this new software. He's talked to some people who are actual controllers. He's gotten screenshots of actual scopes and has tried to emulate them as closely as possible. And what we had before was pretty good. But this guy has really gone to like the next level, even just using a different font for all of our tags. That's a little bit smaller, a little bit narrower, but apparently it looks more like the real thing. Haven't had to give a holding clearance for a long time either. All right, let's go ahead and just focus in on this sector right here. You see London right there, so Jazz is almost at go tall. Go for center. Can do. Alright, Arrival just asked me to monitor his frequency just while he takes a little nature break, so let me just make sure I've got the...
Approach WestJet 73, can you spell out that departure?
WestJet 738, stand by. Just gotta find him here. WestJet 738, it's the Beats 2 departure. Bravo, Echo, Tango, Echo, Sierra 2. And then the Foxy transition. Foxtrot, Oscar, X-Ray, Echo, Echo.
Beats 2 departure, Foxy transition, WestJet 738, thanks.
You got it. Alright, Jazz is actually entering the hole, and he's quite a bit ahead of the 172. And Jazz 655, you're still quite a bit ahead of the traffic. However, due to your altitude, I can't get you into the approach now. Would you like to set up quickly for runway 33, or do you want to just stick around the hole for about another 5 minutes?
655. If we took 33, we'd have to rebrief and everything, so we're good to stick in the hold for a bit and shoot the approach to 27.
Jazz 655, okay, just thought I would offer.
Thanks for the offer.
All right, WestJet requested the spelling of his departure, otherwise no other calls. WestJet 738 requested the spelling of his departure, and then there were no other calls. No worries. All right. There's the WestJet there. Skycraft 794, Toronto, when ready, descend flight level 240.
When ready, down 240, Skycraft 794, medevac.
And Skycraft 794, medevac. I don't have an ATIS up in Oshawa right now. I had the winds, and now I lost them to standby 1. All right, Skycraft 794. The Oshawa winds are showing 310 at 7. The altimeter there, 2999er. Did you want runway 30, I assume?
That's affirmative. We'll take the visual for 30, if possible, Skycraft 794.
Skycraft 794, you can plan on that. Did you want to go direct to Dutut now, just to sort of set yourself up for that right base?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll go direct Dutut this time, Skycraft 794.
Skycraft 794, proceed direct Dutut.
794.
All right, so he's going to go to Dutut, which is the initial fix on the approach. There goes Jazz. Oscar Golf Yankee, you may see traffic just passing pretty much overhead right now. Your right to left is the Dash 8 holding at 5,000.
Traffic in sight. Did a little wing rock for him, Oscar Golf Yankee.
That's pretty good considering you're missing an aileron. Jazz 655, descend and hold 4,000.
Send 4,000, Jazz 655.
And the trouble with having too many screens open is things become very complicated very quickly. So I'm going to try and close some of these screens I don't need. So I don't need the terminal view right now, and I don't need the Toronto ground view. Keep the London ground view open. It just helps keep things a little more focused. All right, so this guy is just going to turn final here for runway 27 there. Looks like even though he's doing the visual, looks like he's pretty much got the waypoint, the RNAV waypoints in there. Just turning a long final now. If you guys have any questions about anything, please let me know. It's not terribly busy right now. I'm focused on a few things, but it's not super busy, so I'm ready, willing to answer any questions. If anybody's a VATSIM novice and you have questions about it, please feel free to ask. If you're a VATSIM novice and you want to come try tonight, I got to
go ahead and make that right turn to 270 straight in for 27 Oscar Golf Yankee.
Oscar Golf Yankee, Roger, maneuver as you require. You're cleared for the visual. And actually the winds are 290 at 4. You're clear to land, runway 27.
Copy the winds and clear to land 27 Oscar Golf Yankee. I don't think you're going to caution wake turbulence on that Jazz, eh?
No, you probably won't have to worry about your wake turbulence, no.
Just kidding, Oscar Golf Yankee.
Alright. Jazz has got 10 more minutes in the hold. Hopefully it won't even be that long. Oscar Golf Yankees, what, a 8-mile final? What I can do here is, not that one. Let's put a 3-minute tag on this guy and see what it gives him. He's going to be about 5 to 6 minutes to get to the runway. Lord. Alright, what do we got here? Sorry, I looked away for a minute because there's an interesting chat post going on in my other room there. Skycraft 794, continue descent 5,000, the Oshawa altimeter to 999er.
Send 5,000 to 999er, Skycraft 794.
He might have to do the whole... I didn't think 225. He was going to have to hold right till 225, but he's only got about another 6 minutes here. And based on his rate of speed versus the other guy, let's do this. Let's give him a 3 as well. It might just work.
And Toronto Jazz 655.
Jazz 655, go ahead.
Don't think it'll take this long, but we've only got about 15 minutes of holding time left before we got to go back to Toronto.
Jazz 655, I copy that. Traffic is about a 3-minute final right now. He's about a 5-mile final, so I probably will get you to just start the next loop around the hold, and I'll probably cut that loop around the hold short.
Jazz 655, thanks.
If I get him right now, it's going to be awfully tight to the runway. So I think I'm just going to let him do one more circle, and as he comes around the 180 again at the hold here, I think I'll just turn it to a full circle. And Jazz 655, your hold clearance is canceled. Just for the sequence, give me a right turn heading of 090, and we'll basically turn this into 360 just to build the spacing I need.
Okay, sounds good. Cancel the hold, fly heading 090, Jazz 655.
And make it a right turn 090, please, Jazz 655.
Sorry, yeah, right turn 090, Jazz 655.
Oscar Golf Yankee, I think I said it before, but the correction, the London winds 290 at 4, clear to land 27.
290 at 4, clear to land 27. Thanks for your help.
Jazz 655, descend 3000.
Send 3000, Jazz 655.
Jazz 655, continue the right turn heading 270, when able direct go tall.
Right turn 270 when able direct go tall, Jazz 655.
So he'll just do the full 360. That'll be more than enough now. I was probably almost a little overly cautious, but because I got no other traffic behind him, I had enough time to play with, being a little overly cautious there. I think if he'd rolled right into it right there, he would have been pretty close behind. And again, he's going to slow down on final two, so that's the other thing I got to look at. But yeah, I'm just playing it a little bit cautious. And Jazz 655, Toronto, you're cleared to London Airport, RNAV GNSS runway 27, go tall transition.
Cleared London Airport, RNAV runway 27, go tall transition, Jazz 655, thanks.
Alright, here's Skycraft on his way to Dutut. He's still got 40 miles to go. We're getting there, we're getting there. Oh, I got some more chatting going on here now. Headed towards me from the peg. Thank you, Dave. I look forward to seeing you. David says he hasn't flown in and out of Toronto yet, but I will. Aids to your website are a nice touch. Hopefully someone who hasn't flown in there. When is Toronto Centre normally staffed, or is it hit or miss? It's hit or miss, my friend. I'm sorry. Like all of VATSIM, it's hit or miss. Evenings are definitely better. Generally staffed in the evenings, not a given. But if you want to definitely, between the hours of, I would say, between the hours of probably about 23 Zulu and 03 Zulu are probably your best bets to get ATC in Toronto. But yeah, it's hit or miss. It's just whatever, whenever people are online. So I can never make any promises about it. But it's a fairly well-staffed FIR. That's the other thing too. Oh, I've got a couple of departures out of Trenton too. Oh geez, I better start pulling this stuff up here now for Trenton. I didn't even notice that. A couple of departures on my list for Trenton. Golf Oscar Golf Yankee, welcome to London. Roll through the intersection, make the left turn on Golf, please.
Through the intersection, left on Golf, Oscar Golf Yankee.
Oscar Golf Yankee, welcome to London. Taxi Golf to the apron.
Golf to the apron, Oscar Golf Yankee.
Evening. Yeah. Okay, so who's coming in? So Dave, you're coming in from Winnipeg. Where are you? There you are. I see Air Canada 355. You still got a ways to go, my friend. You got probably about at least 90 minutes to touchdown. Hopefully you'll be here before we call it a night. We're gonna probably call it a night in about 90 minutes. So hopefully you get down on the ground before that. I'm enjoying your new radar coverage.
Toronto Center, Rocket 34, looking for VFR to fly around the Trenton area.
Rocket 34, Toronto Center, good evening. The Trenton winds 190 at 2, and the altimeter is 29907. I check you're looking for local flight. Any particular direction from Trenton you're looking for at least your initial departure?
Our initial departure will be to the north for Rocket 34.
Rocket 34, roger. And did you have yes, you had an altitude 5,000 in there?
Yeah, that's our ceiling. We might not end up flying 5,000 the entire way.
At Rocket 34, that's not a problem. You plan runway 24 for departure, squawk code 1213.
Roger, we'll plan 24, and I'm having some trouble finding the squawk box in this aircraft. Stand by.
And Rocket 34, you can also usually do it directly in the client. Usually if you type .sq space and then the squawk code, it'll change it automatically through the client. Or something similar to that. Jazz 655, the London winds 280 at 4, clear to land, runway 27.
Clear to land 27, Jazz 655.
Skycraft 794. The Oshawa Airport is over at your about your 1 o'clock for 25 miles. You have it in sight yet?
Skycraft 794, right back. Affirmative. We have the airport beacon in sight.
Skycraft 794, excellent. Cleared Oshawa Airport, right-hand visual, runway 30.
Cleared right-hand visual, runway 30, Oshawa, Skycraft 794, back.
And for Rocket 34, that appeared to work, so we're squawking 1213, Rocket 34.
Rocket 34, excellent. Are you ready to taxi at this time?
Not at the moment. We're just getting things together here.
Rocket 34, no problem. Let me know when you're ready.
And Cheetah 7, looking for VFR clearance to also fly some patterns just around the Trenton area.
First Jazz 655, welcome to London. Roll through the intersection, left turn on Golf, taxi Golf to the terminal.
Okay, left turn Golf, Golf to the terminal, Jazz 655, thanks.
And Cheetah 7, Toronto, runway 24 in... runway 24 in Trenton this evening. Squawk 1276.
24 and 1276 for Cheetah 7.
Cheetah 7, that's correct. What's your initial direction of flight from Trenton this evening?
South for Cheetah 7.
Cheetah 7, roger. And let me know when you are ready for taxi. The Trenton winds showing 190 at 2, the altimeter 2997.
Alright, we'll let you know when ready to taxi, and altimeter 2997, Cheetah 7.
Alright, so the Jazz is on the ground. We've got a couple of departures out of Toronto that are starting to work now. What are you logging? Alright, we got a tower controller now in Toronto, so slowly things are working out. A lot of times I get set up ready to call for, and then the sector will close. Oh, David, that is the bane of my existence. I am constantly planning a flight based on the ATC I see online. By the time I get all the airplane all set up and logged and everything done, boom, gone. Or I'll get the clearance from him, and then I'll be ready to taxi and be like, yeah, he's gone. So, yeah, it's... I feel your pain on that. I really do, unfortunately. And this is the trouble. Like, it's a hobby like any other. So, like, people give the time that they can. That's one of the things. Like, it's hard to predict. Personally, for me especially, it's often very hard for me to predict when exactly I'm going to be able to find the time between everything else to come online. So I never really publish a schedule too often.
And center Cheetah 7 is ready for taxi.
Cheetah 7, Toronto. Again, the Trenton altimeter 2997, runway 24. Taxi out Alpha and Papa to hold short of runway 24.
Taxi Alpha Papa, hold short 24 for Cheetah 7.
Yeah. I totally feel your pain on that, because, yeah, I do it all the time. And, yeah, I never am able to really do a good... a good schedule in advance, because oftentimes, like, I'll log on when I think I have a chance, and I kind of personally I have a minimum time. Like, to me, like, I have a kind of a minimum block of 2 hours. If I can't be online for a 2-hour block, there's no point in me coming online, because usually the first 30 to 45 minutes is just starting to get traffic generated. Unless there's already a whole bunch of traffic on there, and then maybe it's worthwhile. But most of the time, by the time you've been there for 30 to 45 minutes, you're just starting to get a few airplanes, a few people like yourself logged on, getting ready to depart. So if you can only do an hour or 45 minutes, it's just not even worth logging on. By the time you actually get logged on, the traffic won't even be there anymore. So I tend to try to do at least a minimum 2-hour block. So if I can't do that, and sometimes, like I said, I don't know.
Oscar Golf Yankee, before we shut down here, I'd like to say thanks for your help tonight.
Oscar Golf Yankee, not a problem. Have yourself a great night, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.
You definitely will, Oscar Golf Yankee. Yeah.
Awesome.
Jazz 655, are you from London?
Alright, I think they're both logged off now, yeah.
Center WestJet 738 to 11,800, climbing 15,000.
WestJet 738 Toronto Center, good evening. Climb flight level 350.
350 WestJet 738.
Don't know where this guy's going here. He's a bit of a mystery. Alright, London's getting kind of quiet there. Here's my next handoff. It is the Air Canada 7222 eastbound. He's text only. I see the little /T there, just to make life a little more interesting. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he was the one that texted me asking for clearance. That's right. Now I remember. Skycraft 794 Toronto, Oshawa winds showing 310 at 6, clear to land, runway 30.
Clear land 30, Skycraft 794, medevac.
Should probably open up the ground view so I can give him the taxi instructions in when he's down. The radar scope's not particularly hard to use, but it's more about knowing the procedures. It's just a display. It's just showing you information. It's more about knowing what it's supposed to be showing you here. For some reason, this thing is not resolving flight plans properly. And I don't know why. There he is.
And center Cheetah 7 holding short 24 at Papa.
Cheetah 7, left turn out is approved. Winds are Winds are calm. Clear for takeoff, runway 24.
Alright, clear for takeoff 24 for Cheetah 7.
I don't know why it's not resolving flight plans properly here, because it should be drawing these things on there.
And do you actually mind if we turn on to the right and backtrack for Cheetah 7?
Cheetah 7, the backtrack for full length departure is approved.
Alright, approved for backtrack for full length departure for Cheetah 7.
Gotcha. Hey, Travis.
Good evening, Canada. 970. Continuing through flight level 210 for 12.
Air Canada 970, Toronto Centre, good evening. Squawk Cadet. If that's who he says he is, there it is. Sorry, first of all, what's the info in Toronto? Is it Lima now?
Shuttle Skycraft 794, medevac in the overshoot, runway 30. Looks like there was an animal on the runway.
Skycraft 794, sorry, it broke up a little bit there. Say you on vectors for another approach?
Affirmative, we're in the overshoot.
Skycraft 794, not above 3,000, and you make a right-hand circuit if you like.
Right-hand circuit, not above 3,000, Skycraft 794, medevac.
Air Canada 970, Toronto, you're identified through 187. Information Toronto is hotel, plan runway 24 right.
Roger, plan 24 right, Canada 970.
Air Canada 970 for now, descend 16,000. I'll have lower for in a little bit. So I seem to be having problems with the SIDS and stars not drawing correctly. Any of them. None of the departures have shown me any SID. Air Canada 722 still shows him direct to Saver, and after Saver he's direct to like somewhere way out. Oh, okay, so that's why. Even so, it's Air Canada 970. It's inbound from the south. Does not. He's on the Ling 2. He's got Oxman Ling 2, but it's not. It's drawing me direct Toronto now for him. To the south, Air Canada 970 is inbound from Cleveland.
And center for Cheetah 7, if possible. Can we do a touch and go at Mountain View?
Cheetah 7. First of all, if I can get you to squawk mode, Charlie, I just see a prime target only.
Alright, squawk mode, Charlie, Cheetah 7.
Yeah, sorry. He's about 50 miles south of Toronto now. He just crossed into Toronto airspace to the south.
Skycraft 794, medevac base, runway 30, full stop.
Skycraft 794, Oshawa winds showing 310 at 6, cleared to land, runway 30.
Clear land 30, Skycraft 794.
WestJet 738 Toronto, you're about to leave my airspace to the south. Cleveland's not online. Switch to Unicom 122.8. Have a good rest of your day. WestJet 738 Toronto.
WestJet 738 Toronto.
WestJet 738, you're now clearing my airspace to the south. Your radar service terminates. Cleveland's not online. Switch to Unicom 122.8 and have a good day.
Unicom 22.8, WestJet 738, thanks to the ATC.
See ya.
Good evening, Toronto Center. This is American 1657. We are with you at flight level 360.
American 1667 Toronto. Stand by. Yeah. Do I have to put the star in again? Okay. Doesn't want to let me select the runway. Oh, it's right click for runways. Okay. The only thing I don't like is assigning the specific approach type. That to me is the arrival's job. Yeah, I don't want to get into that. Air Canada 970, descend 11,000.
Roger, descend 970.
Yeah. But the trouble is...
Skycraft 794, medevac cleared on Bravo for Enterprise apron 4.
Skycraft 794, taxi Bravo to the apron. Have yourself a good night.
Bravo to the apron, thanks for the ATC, Skycraft 794, medevac.
And Cheetah 7, I still don't have a radar return for you. You're still showing up as just a prime target. Make sure the mode Charlie's on. If you have to, turn it on directly in the client, please.
Squawk and Charlie here for Cheetah 7.
Cheetah 7, I just see a prime target only. Cheetah 7, anyways, yeah, a touch and go if you want at Mountain View is approved.
Alright, clear for touch and go at Mountain View for Cheetah 7.
Yeah, why is it going to you? I just see that something went to you. Sorry about that. I just hit F4. Air Canada 970, contact Toronto arrival now 132.8. G'day.
Roger, over to arrival 328, Canada 970.
Get a little bit distracted and things just don't work out. I haven't had any arrivals. There is one interesting thing, actually. Let me show you a screenshot.
In Toronto Center, do you have a radar contact on American 1657?
American 1667, I think I do, but you're pretty far back. Give me a couple minutes, I'll get back to you here.
Roger.
Okay, let's see here. What am I looking for?
And yeah, for Toronto Center, we should be squawking Charlie, so I'm not sure what's happening there. Because it very clearly shows Charlie for us, so I apologize about that.
Cheetah 7, no problem. Since you're VFR, it's not really a big deal to me anyway, so I can still see you on the radar there at least.
Alright, thanks.
And Zach, sorry that guy was high. I got distracted by this. So have a look at that. There's just right southeast of Toronto, for some reason, there's one little extra border line being drawn. I'm not sure why. And that was there before you got here. One extra border line. No, that was there before you logged on. That's been there since I started with me and Zach on here. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, I just noticed that when I logged on, so I thought I'd point it out to you. American 1657 Toronto Center, squawk a code of 0534.
Squawk 0534, American 1657.
And Cheetah 7, the Trenton winds are still showing calm, and the altimeter there 299.7 still.
Alright, roger that for Cheetah 7.
American 1657, thank you. You're identified flight level 360. Welcome aboard. Yeah, one thing I will say is it is amazing, like the level of realism that's been created in the VATSIM network and with all this radar system. Like the actual base scope here is a frankly amazing little piece of technology.
Rocket 34, sorry, our computer crashed. We're back
Ah,
now.
Rocket 34, no problem. The squawk code's still for you, 1213. Winds are calm in Trenton, so we'll stick to runway 24 for now, just because we got the other traffic out there. Let me know when you're ready for taxi.
No worries. We'll be ready in a second.
Okay, we got a bunch of airplanes logging in. It's actually starting to get a little bit busy here, which is actually kind of fun. I wasn't sure it was going to get busy enough to really still be fun, but this is working out to be quite fun, guys. So let's stick with me here, but it's definitely entertaining here. Let's see here. Dash 8, it's just Newburgh NACPO 4. That's fine. That's all perfect. 15,000. And assign him runway 27. But I mean, it's 4 knot wind. If you want to do something different, I'd be okay with that. I would not complain in the least. It looks like we got Skycraft 889 here out of possibly St. Thomas down there, south of London. Skycraft 889 Toronto, are you on frequency?
And Cheetah 7 will be joining left circuit.
And Cheetah 7, roger, the circuit at Mountain View is at your discretion. Just let me know when you're done with your circuits there.
Alright, roger that for Cheetah 7.
Alright, now I just have to go check on something.
Rocket 34, it's ready for taxi.
Rocket 34, Toronto, runway 24, the altimeter Trenton 29907, taxi Alpha and Papa to hold short 24.
Roger, taxi runway 24, Alpha Papa, hold short 24, Rocket 34.
Attention all aircraft, Toronto Center is going to be a man for about 3 minutes. Be right back, guys. I just got to check.
Toronto Center, American 1687 is going to be there at that time.
My apologies, guys. Toronto Center is back online.
Toronto Skycraft 889.
Skycraft 889, Toronto, good evening.
Toronto Skycraft 889, 7000 off St. Thomas, look at the eye in front of the Skycraft.
Skycraft 889, sorry, I'm getting talked at in my from my other channel here. Let's see here. Get a Squawka code, please, of 0575.
0575, Skycraft 89.
And let's check the guy here. And I didn't, yeah, okay, good. Didn't miss Rocket 34 there, perfect. So, American 1657, Toronto, descend 7000, the Toronto altimeter, 300 tree.
Descend 17,000 feet, altimeter 3003, American 1657.
Center Rocket 34, holding short 24, Trenton.
Cheetah, correction, Rocket 34. Sorry, and you wanted to go northbound initially, was that correct?
Yep.
Rocket 34, right turn out is approved, not above 5,000. The Trenton winds are calm, clear for takeoff, runway 24.
Clear for takeoff 24, right initial turn, and not above 5,000, Rocket 34.
Skycraft 889, you are identified at, confirm altitude?
We're at 7 right now for Skycraft 89.
Skycraft 889, you are identified. You are cleared to Muskoka via your flight planned route and maintain 7,000.
Thanks, clear Muskoka, maintain 7,000, Skycraft 89.
Alright, so we got him identified. We got this guy coming to us here.
Center, Canada 427, climbing through 13,900 for flight level 230.
Air Canada 427, Toronto Center, good evening. Continue climb, flight level 310.
Climb 310, Air Canada 427.
Where's this guy going suddenly here? Suddenly this Air Canada 7222 is taking a little bit of a weird turn there. Not sure where he's going. We had a Jazz on the ground in London, but he disappeared. Hopefully he comes back, because he was definitely making it interesting. Things are definitely getting interesting here now. Chum of Chance, sorry to see you go. Hope you enjoyed watching. Definitely nice to see you again. And I'll definitely try to have another stream up next weekend. Probably, I don't know if it's going to be Saturday night, Sunday night. I'll try to find it. Saturday night's usually good on VATSIM, so I kind of like to stream Saturday night if I can get away with it.
Toronto Center, Rock 34, requesting right turn to enter Trenton to do a full stop and then to do a stop and go at Trenton.
Rocket 34, Roger, you can join a right base for runway 24, and make sure you are squawking the code 1213. Looks like you're squawking code 2000 now.
Squawk code 1213, Rock 34.
And for Cheetah 7, we're also looking to join downwind for Trenton.
And Cheetah 7, you can join a left base for runway 24.
Alright, we'll join left base for 24 for Cheetah 7.
Alright, so his waypoints are all messed up, so we're going to give him direct to Barry, because that'll be easier. Skycraft 889er, I didn't give it to you, but the London altimeter is 3007.
Thanks, 3007, Skycraft 89.
Thanks for the compliment, Jeff. Appreciate that. Trying to just kind of keep it interesting here. Yeah, and when you look at it, like, it is amazing the technology that's been put into this. Like, this piece of software is Euroscope, is what we run, and it's quite an old piece of software now. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean it's been, you know, the first version came out quite a long time ago, but it's become extremely powerful and useful. I thought I transferred this guy, but no, it didn't work, did it? There we go. Now it's... Yeah, and yeah, it's amazing how powerful this software has become over time. Very flexible. That's one of the key things about it that makes it so useful. It's extremely customizable, which is what allows us to do all these things. And Cheetah 7 Toronto, you're number 1, runway 24. Did you want the full stop?
No, we'll be doing touch and go for Cheetah 7.
Cheetah 7 are at your make right-hand circuits. And you can call me mid-right downwind with intentions, winds, calm, cleared for the touch and go, runway 24.
Alright, we'll call you right circuits, call you mid-right downwind, and cleared for touch and go 24 for Cheetah 7.
Rocket 34, you're number 2 to traffic, turning about a 5-mile final, runway 24.
Roger, after, can we do touch and go, then go over to Kingston for Rocket 34?
Rocket 34, you want to touch and go, and then, sorry, you said you wanted to go back to the east again?
Touch and go, then to Kingston, Rocket 34.
Touch and go to Kingston, okay, understood, Rocket 34. You can plan that?
Roger.
So many things to keep track of here. This is the fun of being a center controller, is that you have 1,000 things to kind of keep track of, and that's the fun and the challenge. Just making sure you don't lose track of all these different things going on here. All right, he's going there. He's going up to Muskoka.
And Toronto Center, American 1657. This is going to be your first approach on VATSIM. Do you have any approach information for us?
American 1657, I believe it's Information Hotel in Toronto. You can plan runway 24 right.
Thank you, runway 24 right, American 1657.
And American 1657, actually, just having a quick look at your flight plan. I have a slight reroute. Just advise when you're ready to copy.
Ready to copy, American 1657.
American 1657, Toronto. You're recleared Toronto via direct Wozy, and then after Wozy, fly the Ling 2 arrival. Lima, India, November, Golf. Actually, sorry, Ling 3 arrival is the current one now. My apologies.
American 1657 is cleared to Wozy, then the Ling 3 arrival. Expect runway 24 right for landing. American 1657.
American 1657, that's correct. That's just the... Oops. Just telling him the reason why I had to reroute him. Alright, looks like our arrival is closing, so that's going to be on me now for everything. So I now have control of arrival in Toronto as well. Who is pinging me there? Is that Juliet, the current information? Okay, thank you. I had Juliet down before and it was erroneous, so I see it again. I'm wondering if it's correct or not this time. I'm not being rude, I'm just busy. Alright, cool. Alright. Let's see here. Skycraft 889, Kitchener altimeter 3004.
3004, Skycraft 89.
Alright, I really wish I had like a tower view here in Trenton. I can't keep track of which one of them is which. And Cheetah 7, you're number 2 to traffic. That's about a 6-mile final. Extend your downwind and report the traffic in sight.
Alright, we'll extend our downwind and we have traffic in sight for Cheetah 7.
Cheetah 7, perfect, thank you. You're number 2 behind that traffic. You can arrange your flight to follow.
Alright, roger that, number 2 for Cheetah 7.
In Toronto Center, American 1657 is flying at flight level 170. We cleared for further descent, a little bit high.
American 1657, I will have a lower for you at about 5 miles.
Roger, American 1657.
He should have no trouble getting down there. This is the part of center that makes a challenge, is trying to manage so many operations all at once. I really kind of need almost like a second center low.
Charles Center, good evening. It's Pipe Arrow, Golf Hotel Yankee Mike.
Golf Hotel Yankee Mike, Toronto, good evening.
Charles Center, Golf Hotel Yankee Mike, on the ground at Oshawa, looking for the IFR to Muskoka.
Golf Hotel Yankee Mike, let's see here. Oshawa is runway 30 this evening, and the altimeter is 3002. You're cleared to Muskoka via the Oshawa 3 departure and flight plan route. Depart runway 30, squawk code 0511.
And Piper Arrow, Golf Hotel Yankee Mike, cleared to Muskoka, Oshawa 3 departure, flight plan route, depart runway 30, squawk 0511.
Golf Hotel Yankee Mike, your readback is correct, and give me a call when you're ready for taxi.
Call you ready for taxi for Hotel Yankee Mike.
Rocket 34, left turn out after the touch and go is approved. Winds are calm, cleared for touch and go, runway 24.
Left turn after touch and go for touch and go, runway 34.
See, I really want to have like a tower view. I really want to have like a zoomed in view, and I got 2 guys doing circuits here. Really kind of need to be more focused on what's going on down there. I don't have enough views open already, apparently. Need more. It's turning into a much more interesting evening than I thought it was going to be about an hour ago. An hour ago I thought it was going to be pretty boring, but it's turning out pretty interesting now. No, we don't have any, no. There we go, we do have Borden. All right. So that's Cheetah 7 there. I'm just trying to keep track of these 2 guys.
And we're turning right downwind for 24 for Cheetah 7.
Cheetah 7, sorry, you confirm you're turning the right base, you mean?
We are now, yep, for Cheetah 7.
Cheetah 7, the traffic is in the left turn out. Do you want to touch and go again for circuit?
Yep, touch and go for Cheetah 7.
Cheetah 7, winds calm, cleared the touch and go, runway 24, call me the mid right downwind with intentions.
Alright, clear for touch and go, Cheetah 7, call you mid right downwind for intentions.
Thank you. I'm going to close London because nobody's there right now.
Toronto Center, hello, Piper Aztec, Foxtrot, Hotel Lima, India.
Hotel Lima, India, Toronto, good evening.
Toronto, good evening. Hotel Lima, India is looking to pick up IFR to Muskoka.
Hotel Lima, India, Toronto, you're cleared to Muskoka via the Oshawa 3 departure. Flight plan route, depart runway 30, squawk code 0540.
Okay, Muskoka via the Oshawa 3 departure, flight plan route off of 30, squawk 0540, Hotel Lima, India.
Hotel Lima, India, Toronto, your readback is all correct. The Oshawa winds are 3106, the altimeter 3002. Call me ready for taxi.
Hotel Lima, India.
Oshawa's become a very busy airport. It never used to be on VATSIM. It used to be a dead airport, and lately it's become crazy busy. American 1657 Toronto, continue descend 1000. The Toronto altimeter 3003. Go ahead.
Descend, maintain 1000. 3. Say again on the altimeter, please.
That is approved.
Toronto Center, please say again for the altimeter.
American 1657 descend 11,000. Toronto altimeter is 3003.
Descend 11,000. Altimeter 3003. American 1657.
Rocket 34, you're leaving Trenton Control Zone to the east. You can switch to Unicom at 122.8. Rocket 34, Toronto. Or not, whatever. What do I care? Don't answer me then. Fine, be that way. Rocket 34, Toronto. Nope. Seem to have lost him.
And sorry, Cheetah 7 is on mid-right downwind.
Cheetah 7, winds Trenton calm, cleared for the touch and go, runway 24. Report mid-right downwind with intentions.
Alright, clear, touch and go 24, and mid-right downwind with intentions.
Roger.
Charles House, Hotel Yankee Mike, Enterprise ready taxi.
Hotel Yankee Mike Toronto, the Oshawa altimeter 3002, runway 30, taxi Bravo, cross runway 05.
3002, Bravo cross 05, and contact you on short runway 30, Jose Quebec.
Roger.
Toronto Aztec, Hotel Lima India is also ready for taxi behind the arrow.
Hotel Lima India behind the arrow, taxi runway 30 via Bravo, cross runway 05, the altimeter Oshawa 3002.
Okay, cross 05, Hotel Lima India.
Turned to a pretty busy little evening. And it looks like Air Canada, you're about to enter my space there, Dave. It looks like you just did, so if you want to give me a call whenever you get a moment there, get the frequency tuned up 2577. And normally I give American 1657 a bit of a shortcut, but he said he's pretty new, so I kind of just going to leave him on the star, I think. Let's see if this Montreal wants to take this Air Canada, because it looks like Montreal's going to log off soon. Nope, he took him. Air Canada 427, contact Montreal Centre now, 128.77. Good night.
128.77, thanks for service, good night. Canada 47.
Good night. There, we did mark him for taxi. Air Canada 355 Toronto, are you on frequency? American 1657, Toronto, descend 8,000. Skycraft 889er, Borden altimeter 3004.
3004, Skycraft 89.
American 1657, descend 8,000.
8,000, American 1657.
Toronto Hotel Yankee Mike, hold a short 30, short ready.
Hotel Yankee Mike, Toronto, contact me, airborne, winds 310 at 6, clear for takeoff, runway 30.
However, clear takeoff 30, Hotel Yankee Mike.
Dave, where are you? Come back. Gotta get you on my frequency. Oh.
Canada 355 with you at flight level 370.
And Cheetah 7 mid left, or sorry, mid right downwind, and we're looking for a full stop this time.
Air Canada 355 Toronto Centre, good evening, squawk code 0562.
0562, thanks.
Cheetah 7 Toronto, the winds in Trenton are calm, cleared to land, runway 24.
Clear to land, runway 24 for Cheetah 7.
Alright, so normally the American, I would try and shortcut him if there's no traffic, but because he said he's relatively new and unfamiliar, I'm going to let him just fly the Star because I don't want to mess him up too much. Just probably easier that way at this point.
Toronto, Hotel Yankee Mike, airborne passing 1,000.
Hotel Yankee Mike identified, continue climb, 6,000.
Continue 6,000, Hotel Yankee Mike.
Hotel Lima India, line up runway 30, short delay for spacing.
Line up 30, Hotel Lima India.
Air Canada 355 Toronto, thank you. Identified flight level 370, continue on course.
Continue on course, 355.
Hotel Yankee Mike, Toronto, reaching 3,000, proceed direct Muskoka.
Passing 3,000, direct Muskoka, Hotel Yankee Mike.
Hotel Lima India Toronto, contact me once airborne, winds 310 at 6, clear for takeoff, runway 30.
Hotel Lima India.
American 1657, descend 6,000.
Descend 6,000, American 1657.
All right.
And Toronto, Foxtrot Hotel Lima India, passing 1.1 for 3,000.
Hotel Lima India Toronto, thank you. Identified. Continue climb 3,000. I'm going to be stepping you up a little bit behind the company traffic there.
Sounds good. 3,000, present heading, Hotel Lima India.
And Cheetah 7's clear of 2-4.
Cheetah 7, thank you. Taxi for the tie down?
Yeah, we'll be taxiing for the tie down for Cheetah 7.
Cheetah 7, I don't think they're using the de-ice pad today, so you can taxi straight ahead on Juliet into the tie down.
Alright, taxi straight ahead to the tie down for Cheetah 7.
Thanks. American 1657, if I didn't say it, you can plan the ILS runway 24 right.
ILS 24 right, American 1657.
Okay, there are a whole bunch of people trying to show up at Muskoka at the same time here. That's going to make it interesting in a minute here. Let's see here. I got people messaging me. All right, give me 1 second, guys, here. Hotel Lima, India, climb 5,000 and proceed direct Muskoka.
Direct Muskoka, climb 5,000, Hotel Lima, India.
Yeah, sorry, it's... Alright, so he's taxiing in. He's coming down. Skycraft 889, Toronto. You're going to be number 1 here into Muskoka out of a sequence. The winds in Muskoka are 290 at 4. What approach were you planning?
Yeah, we'll just plan runway 36 to Muskoka, and we'll probably cancel the IFR once we get a little bit closer to Skycraft 889.
Skycraft 889, I copy that. Do you need the latest hourly sequence for Muskoka?
No, we're good. We got to thank Skycraft 889.
Right. Skycraft 889, when ready, descend 4,000.
4,000, when ready, Skycraft 889.
Hotel Lima, India, climb 8,000.
Climb 8,000, Hotel Lima, India.
American 1657, descend 3,000.
3,000, American 1657.
American 1657, turn left heading 330.
Left 330, American 1657.
It's amazing how quickly you get distracted, and then things just sort of start to fall apart a little bit here. And I was just... Alright, so he's going to be number 1. And Hotel Lima, India, vectors for spacing, turn left 10 degrees.
Left turn 10 degrees, Hotel Lima, India. That'll be a heading of 345.
Hotel Lima, India, roger. Hotel Lima, India, the company traffic's over at your 1 o'clock for about 4 miles northbound. He's level at 6.
Hotel Lima, India, thanks for looking for traffic.
American 1657, turn left heading 270 for the intercept, cleared ILS, runway 24 right.
Left 270 for intercept, cleared ILS, 24 right.
Go ahead for center. Yeah, radar releases are approved off of 2-3 or 2-4 right, whichever one you want to use. Yeah, that's easy for me that way. Hotel Lima India Toronto, proceed direct Muskoka, and you'll be overtaking the company traffic, so keep the speed up for me as best you can.
Okay, direct Muskoka, and check the marks. We got traffic in sight for Hotel Lima India.
American 1657, you can contact Tower 118.7, passing NOAA.
1187 for American 1657.
Just make sure I'm not missing anybody else here, but I think I got everybody else under control.
And Toronto Skycraft 89, we'll cancel the IFR and the alerting services as well now.
Skycraft 889, I copy, you're canceling the IFR and the alerting at this time. You can squawk 1200 and switch to Unicom 122.8. The Muskoka altimeter is still showing 3000.
3000 Skycraft 89, thanks, see ya.
See ya. Now we just got 2 inbounds going up north.
Toronto Center, Cathay 826, Herbie 3.3 for 5, good evening.
Cathay 826 Toronto Center, good evening. You're identified. Climb flight level 230.
Climb 230, Cathay 826.
Cathay 826, thank you, and turn right direct Tony on course.
Alright, on the right turn direct Tony on course, Cathay 826. And Toronto, Hotel Lima India.
Hotel Lima India, Toronto, go ahead.
Just letting you know what the plan is here. We'd like to do some holding practice on a fix for the RNAV runway 36, preferably via Putux, holdover Putux for us. Let company go in IFR, and then after he's clear, we'll proceed in on the RNAV 36.
Okay, Hotel Lima India, check you're looking to do a hold to stay behind the company aircraft. Stand by, and I'll have that for you in a minute.
Hotel Lima India, thanks.
Would be nice if my Navigraph didn't log out every bloody 5 minutes. Really gets annoying sometimes. I don't know what Navigraph is doing these days. I really don't. Really. Yeah, I'm trying to use it for charts. I'm trying to just see the approach in Muskoka. And I had to log in 4 times before it would accept it.
I like ForeFlight for that. It's just so much quicker.
Yeah, I don't have ForeFlight, so I do my best with the Navigraph. Most of the time, it's okay. All right, who's handing me something here now? Who's handing me an airplane? Delta 4211. Oh, Delta 4211 inbound to Toronto. Very good. All right, Hotel Lima India. Did you want to do the hold at Putux? I can also give you the hold at Sassos for the straight-in RNAV. It's completely up to you. If you want Putux, I can give that to you as well.
Yeah, Putux would work well for us. If we could hold on our inbound track, that'd be great for Hotel Lima India.
Hotel Lima India, Roger. You're cleared. You're cleared direct Putux and advise ready to copy that holding clearance.
Okay, direct Putux, and we're ready to copy for Hotel Lima India.
Stand by. Hotel Lima India, you are cleared to Putux to hold to the west inbound track 091. For now, maintain 8,000 in the hold and expect further clearance at 0350 Zulu.
Okay, Hotel Lima India is cleared direct Putux to hold west on an inbound track of 091 degrees. Maintain 8,000 feet. Expect further clearance at 0350 Hotel Lima India.
Hotel Lima India, read back correct. Go ahead. Do you have anybody going in and out of there?
Delta 4211 Heavy, Toronto Center. Good evening. We have Kilo on board at 38,000.
Good night. Sorry, Delta 4211, I was on the hotline there. Confirm your flight level 380, is that correct?
Yeah, 380, 4211.
4211, welcome aboard. All right, for Hotel Lima India and Hotel Yankee Mike, the Muskoka weather at 0300 Zulu, the winds were showing 300 at 4, 9er miles, and broken at 1000 with a temperature 6, 2.1, altimeter 30 inches even. Hotel Yankee Mike, are you planning the straight-in RNAV runway 36?
Hotel Yankee Mike checks the weather. Yeah, we'll take the straight-in RNAV via the initial fix.
Hotel Yankee Mike, proceed direct Sassos.
Direct Sassos, Hotel Yankee Mike.
Boy, there's a lot of work here. All right, let me just get this guy going up. Thank you for the reassurance. Cathay 826 Heavy, continue climb, flight level 330.
Flight level 330, Cathay 826.
Air Canada 355 Toronto, runway 24 right for arrivals this evening. Information is Kilo. When ready, descend flight level 240.
Canada 355 will expect runway 24 right. Information is Kilo, and we'll go down to flight level 240.
Air Canada 355, that descent to 240 is at your discretion.
Copy. My discretion for flight level 240. Thanks. 355.
Roger. Golf Hotel Yankee Mike Toronto, when ready, descend 4,000.
When ready, descend 4,000. Hotel Mike.
Golf Hotel Yankee Mike Toronto, descend 3,000 via Sasso's cleared RNAV 36, approach into Muskoka.
Okay, descend to 3,000 via Sassos and clear the RNAV 36 into Muskoka. Hotel Mike.
Delta 4211 Heavy Toronto, runway 24 right, information in Toronto is Kilo. When ready, descend flight level 240.
240, we have Kilo. We'll call you leaving 38, Delta 4211 Heavy.
Delta 4211 Heavy, thank you. Golf Hotel Yankee Mike, I have no further traffic observed or reported between you and Muskoka. At this time, you can switch to Unicom 122.8 for the arrival. Give me a call this frequency down and clear.
Over to Medicine and call you on the grounds. Hotel Mike.
Hotel Lima India, descend in the hold 4000.
Send 4000, Hotel Lima India.
Delta 4211 passing 30,000 for 24 India 5 arrival.
At Delta 4211 Heavy, continue to send 8000 on Toronto altimeter 300 tree.
Down to 8,000 3003 Delta 4211 Heavy.
Toronto Center. It's Hotel Yankee Mike down and clear Muskoka.
Golf Hotel Yankee Mike, I copy. You're down and clear. Thank you. Your IFR flight plan closed. Alerting service terminates. Have a great night.
You as well.
Hotel Lima India Toronto, your holding clearance is canceled. Descend 3000 and via... Sorry, I forgot the name of the fix. Via Putux. You're cleared the Arnav Zulu runway 36 into Muskoka.
Okay, descend 3000, cleared Arnav 36, Muskoka, Putux transition, Hotel Lima India.
Air Canada 355 Toronto, continue descent 12,000. The Toronto altimeter is 3003.
Delta 12,000, got the altimeter, and we'll probably these vectors past Divas because their FNC is looking weird on this new simulator.
Air Canada 355, I copy that. I'll provide vectors after Duvos. After Duvos for now, just fly present heading.
Present heading to Divas, thank you, 355.
And someone was asking about events on VATSIM there in the chat, and sorry I missed that message there. I was looking at something else here. I believe it's just events.vatsim.net is the best place to find out about things that are going on in VATSIM. No, I'd swear there is a shortcut to it. It's even shorter. It's vatsim.net/events anyways. So I'll just copy and paste it here into the chat as well, just for you guys to see if anybody's interested. But this is VATSIM's official list of events that are happening, and anybody basically who posts an event on their forums will also get it copied up onto this list. So you can see what's happening easily for the next week or so right there on the VATSIM events list. So that's definitely not all the ATC you'll ever see, because there'll always be just non-event ATC when people can just pop on like I do. But if you want to fly through a busy event, know when there's definitely going to 100% be ATC online, go check out the events list and you'll see stuff on there. Hotel Lima India Toronto, I have no further traffic observed. Reported between you and Muskoka. Switch to Unicom 122.8 for the arrival. Give me a call back on this frequency down and clear to close your flight plan, please.
Okay, over to Timmins Radio, and we'll give you a call down and clear Hotel Lima India. Thanks.
Rich. Air Canada 355, continue descent 8,000.
Continue down to 8,000, 355.
And Air Canada 355, just continue on that present heading, and I'll have a turn for you in about 20 miles.
Okay, no rush to land, 355.
Now I have some other ones here. Let's go to Niagara. This guy's going to CYTA. I feel like that is that Pembroke? Or is that Petawawa? Petawawa, CYTA. Yeah, CYTA, yeah. CYWA is Petawawa, so Pembroke. So this guy's going to Pembroke. Oh, it's a Skycraft. Another Skycraft. Oh, those darn Skycrafts. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, thanks. I'm good. I'm good with it. It is a little bit because. Well, Jesse, thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. I hope it was interesting, and it wasn't as busy as it could have been, but actually it was a nice variety of traffic, and that's what I really like. Is it was a good variety of traffic. Yeah, I can probably show you my presentation. I actually do a training session now for it. I actually do like a 3-hour training seminar for new instructors and mentors, just to sort of introduce the basics of what it's like to train people, because so many people have never trained before. It's a lot based on flight instruction, but a lot of it's still applicable. Then you've done 90% of what I'm going to what I would show you in the presentation, anyways. Yeah, let me when the stream's over, I'll forward that to you. This is going to be interesting because we actually have 2 airplanes here that are going to arrive at more or less almost the same time here. Not quite. I'm going to close the Oshawa view. I don't need that. Trenton I don't need anymore. Even the up north I really don't need. What I should bring up is, I don't think there's weather in Pembroke, but there is weather in Petawawa. And I don't think I have any charts for Petawawa, so let's see what I've got for charts here. Not for Petawawa, I mean for Pembroke. Runway 35. Delta 4211, Toronto, proceed direct Amalu.
Amalu, direct 4211, we're going.
I forgot what the fix was, and I didn't have his thing put in here. I've been kind of slacking for the last little while, so let me just make sure I get him in here now with the correct arrival. It was Ebdal. I was thinking Ebdal, but I wasn't certain. So, anyways, cut the corner a little bit there. And actually, Delta 4211. Let's make it direct Ebdal. I'm just trying to get you in ahead of one other aircraft here.
Yeah, I got him on TCAS and I got him on the map. If he wants to go ahead, I'll take number 2. I don't mind.
No, I think it's going to work out better for you anyways. So proceed direct Ebdal. You'll be number 1.
Number 1, 4211.
Air Canada 355, turn left, heading 050.
Hold left, 050, 355.
Air Canada 355, thank you. Descend 6,000. Should have given both the same instruction, I know.
355.
I'm being a lazy controller today. Skycraft 733 Toronto, are you on frequency?
Lima India is down and clear at Muskoka.
Hotel Lima India, thank you very much. Flight plans closed, learning services terminated. Have a great night. We'll see you next time.
Hotel Lima India, thanks.
Skycraft 733, are you on frequency? And how far is it to... It can't be that far to Pembroke from where he is. Let's see here. No, it's not. Let's get him on board here. It's just underneath all that closed airspace up there. Delta 4211, heavy, descend 4,000.
We're going down to 4,000 at this time. We're passing 8,000.
4211, Raj. I think after these guys all check out, I think I'm going to probably be signing off for the night. It's been a fun run. We've done a lot of airplanes. We had quite a few pass through our space, but Things seem to be petering out now. It's been a good run, though. We've had quite a lot of airplanes on it.
Hello, it's Skycraft 733, just leaving flight level 200 now, about 50 to the east of Pembroke.
Skycraft 733, Toronto Centre, good evening. Squawk code for me, please. Actually, just squawk ident.
Ident, Skycraft 733, and we're also currently direct behind for the RNAV 35 into Pembroke.
Skycraft 733, thank you. Identified descending through 195, descend 5,000. The Petawawa altimeter is 29 or 9 or 8. I have the entire Petawawa sequence if you like.
Send to 5,000, and we do have the weather for Petawawa already, Skycraft 733.
Skycraft 733, roger. You continue direct bond, and you can plan the RNAV runway 35.
Skycraft 733, thanks.
Delta 4211 Heavy at Ebdal, cleared ILS, runway 24
KRLS 24 right, we'll do Delta 4211 Heavy. We got the highways in sight.
And Air Canada 355, you're going to be number 2 for the approach. Your traffic is about your 12:30 to 1 o'clock for about 8 miles is a southwestbound 67.
Okay, number 2's landing, 355.
Keep him up at 6,000 until this guy gets a little lower. But otherwise, looking good. Yeah, it turned into a busier evening than I was expecting. Not as busy as some places and sometimes, but that turned into a very nice evening, and I really enjoyed the variety of traffic. That's one of the things that I really love about these Skycraft guys, is they fly to all sorts of places that I've almost forgotten exist as airports because we never see anybody go to them. So it's nice to see these guys go to these places. Let's see here. Let's get these guys. All right, tagged up here.
Delta 4211 Heavy, we got the visual on the runway.
Delta 4211 Heavy, roger. Cleared to visual approach, runway 24 right.
Clear visual, 24 right will do. Delta 4211, call you clear.
Air Canada 355, turn right heading 150, descend 4,000.
150 for 4,000, 355.
What is the MSA up near Pembroke? I haven't been there a very long time. I shouldn't say. I did actually fly there once. 3,000 feet. Okay, good. Skycraft 733, continue descent 3,000.
3,000, Skycraft 733.
Did a pretty good sharp turn there. Let's see if I can do this here. There. The 3-mile halos.
Toronto Center, Charlie Foxtrot Papa Tango, radio check. Hello. Hello.
Charlie Foxtrot Papa Tango, Toronto Center, read you 5x5. Good evening. Charlie Foxtrot Papa Tango, Toronto, I read you 5x5. Maybe he can't hear me.
Charlie Foxtrot Papa Tango, thank you.
Delta 4211 Heavy, speed 160 or faster to NOAA, contact tower there, 118.7. Good night.
18.7, thank you, and we'll see you next time. Take care, buddy.
Take care. Air Canada 355, turn right heading 210 for the intercept, cleared ILS, runway 24 right.
210 for the intercept, cleared ILS, 24 right, 355.
Lots of space. I could have turned him in a lot sharper than that. Skycraft 733, Toronto, you're cleared Pembroke Airport, RNAV GNSS runway 35, Bondi transition.
Cleared Pembroke Airport, RNAV 35, launch transition, Skycraft 733.
Air Canada 355, you're about 8 miles in trail of the Heavy 67, speed 180 or less to NOAA, and contact the tower at NOAA on 118.7.
180 till NOAA, and we just left onto the ILS, and we'll...
At tower 118.7, passing over NOAA for Air Canada 355.
Okay, and off the tower, thank you very much, 355.
Good night. Oh, we got a departure. I thought we were just about done. We got a departure. We're never done in this business, are we? That's the thing about VATSIM. As long as you're here, someone will log in and fly for you. I opened a can of Coke 3 hours ago. I've still only drank half of it. Stealing a sip wherever I can. Alright, where's this Jazz flight going to? We'll get him established en route, and then we're going to eventually log off here. I see he appears to be turning. The tower assign on the heading? I wonder.
Toronto Center, Charlie Foxtrot Papa Tango, requesting clearance VFR from London to Pearson at 3,000 feet. We have information in November. Please talk slowly. This is my first time. Thank you.
Oh, he's first time, huh? Okay, well, I guess we'll stick with him. Charlie Foxtrot Papa Tango, Toronto Center, good evening. Runway 27 in London this evening, and squawk code 1241.
Squawk 1241, runway 27. Charlie Foxtrot Papa Tango.
Foxtrot Papa Tango, that's correct, and advise when you are ready for taxi.
Advise when ready for taxi, Charlie Foxtrot Papa Tango.
Skycraft 733 Toronto, I've got no further traffic observed or reported in the vicinity of Pembroke. You can switch to Unicom 122.8 for the arrival. Give me a call this frequency, down and clear to close your flight plan, please.
Skycraft 733, Roger, talking to it.
Alright, and that is almost the end of all of our airplanes, except now we've got a rookie, and I always feel for the rookies. Lots of fun. Hey Josh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. And I'm hesitant to give holds if I can, but if you want to do them, I'm glad to do them. It's kind of fun to see people actually do them. We so rarely see it in VATSIM, and it's nice to see people actually doing holds. So I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad that's the second hold I did tonight. So it's good to see that I actually remember how to issue hold clearances, first of all. 'Cause sometimes I wonder, that first one I had to think about it for a minute. I'm like, hold clearance? Hold on one moment. But no, I mean, it's just great to see all these airplanes flying around like this and flying into places we're not used to, uncontrolled airports. It's just great.
Ready to taxi.
And I need to get this guy. Let me just get CYXU ground back up here. Foxtrot Papa Tango, taxi for runway 27. The altimeter in London is 3007. Taxi Bravo Golf, hold short of 27, and you can expect to backtrack from Golf when you're ready. No sense in making a call right down here.
Taxi Bravo Golf and holding short runway 27. I'm going to call you back before taking off. Charlie Foxtrot Papa Tango.
Foxtrot Papa Tango, Roger. Yeah, if there's one thing that I have a real soft spot for, it's for new people on VATSIM, and I always do my best to try and give people a good experience when they have their first flight on VATSIM. So I'm about to hit the disconnect button, but I'm going to stick with this guy because I would like to at least see him get a little bit of the way towards Toronto before I disconnect. So give him at least a little bit of time here. What happened to that Jazz flight that took off? He vanished off the network? Gone? Gone, I guess. Okay. So be it. Oh, and then we got somebody else inbound from the south. Didn't even notice this guy here. Let's see if we have a prediction on here. Air Canada 425 Toronto, are you with me? Always just a couple more airplanes on VATSIM, I tell you. Let's clear out those halos. Oops, we don't need them anymore.
Toronto Center, good evening, Air Canada 425, flight level 190.
Air Canada 425 Toronto Centre, good evening. Squawk ident, please.
Squawk ident, Air Canada 425. And Toronto Skycraft 733.
Skycraft 733 Toronto, go ahead.
Skycraft 733, actually visual now. We'll go ahead and cancel the IFR and alerting.
Skycraft 733, roger. I copy your canceling the alerting, canceling the IFR and the alerting at this time. You can squawk 1200, switch to Unicom 122.8. Have a good rest of your night.
Skycraft 733, take care.
Go ahead. Yeah, that sounds good. So you're going to depart 33 right, and what do you want for arrivals? That sounds familiar. Yeah. What are the winds? Is that okay for the winds? Oh yeah, okay, that'll work. Perfect. Okay, cool. And Air Canada 425 Toronto, identified at flight level 190. We're just shifting to the curfew operation in Toronto. You can plan arrival runway 05.
All right, expecting 05 Air Canada 425.
So let's see, yeah, ILS 05. Air Canada 425 Toronto, when ready, descend 1000.
Descend 1000, Air Canada 425.
Air Canada 425 Toronto, altimeter 3003. Information is going to be Lima with the new arrivals momentarily.
Roger, thank you.
All right, how's this guy in London doing? Oh, he's taxiing. Good, good. He's figured out where he's going. We're just going to go easy on him. All right, the Skycraft. Did I drop him? I think I dropped him. Yeah, I don't have a code on him anymore. Okay, yep, I dropped him. Good. Whew. Just when I thought I was done. Always a couple more airplanes. That's the joy of this business. Is always a couple of more airplanes. There we go. Yep, information Lima now. All right, left turn there on Gulf. Oh, he's going the wrong way. No, no. That's okay. And Foxtrot Papa Tango Toronto. Looks like you turned the wrong way on Golf, but not a problem. Just continue on Golf. Make a left turn on Alpha and taxi Alpha. Cross runway 33. Hold short of 27.
Oops, my bad. The runway, sorry, we continue on Golf and turn left on Alpha, crossing runway 23, holding short runway 27. Charlie Foxtrot Papa Tango.
Foxtrot Papa Tango, roger. Got a couple departures still queuing up out of Toronto. Not too many arrivals left. A few. We got this one guy coming out of London here. At least he's in the Caravan. He'll make some speed. All right. And I guess it's after midnight, which means it's now Mother's Day. So everybody out there who's still watching my stream, do not forget to call your mother tomorrow or today, as the case may be, because it's Mother's Day. And she really wants to hear from you. Oh, I gotta switch this, don't I? Oh, this is the arrival one, yeah. So I had to switch this for arrival. There we go. going there. Well, this guy's going warp speed up here. He's either a Concorde or he's an accelerated flight. Take your pick. Well, since we're here, might as well get this guy on the ground. I don't know if these departures are going to leave anytime soon. Foxtrot, Papa Tango, Toronto, are you ready for takeoff?
Toronto Center, we are ready for takeoff at Charlie Foxtrot, Papa Tango.
Foxtrot, Papa Tango, roger. Right turnout for Toronto is approved. Contact me clearing the zone to the east. Winds 280 at 3. Clear for takeoff, runway 27.
Toronto Center, we we're going to delay our takeoff for 2 minutes because we have a problem with our radio. Foxtrot, Papa Tango.
Foxtrot, Papa Tango, roger. Takeoff clearance cancelled. Hold short runway 27 and advise again when you're ready for takeoff.
Holding short runway 27, we'll advise you before takeoff. Foxtrot, Papa Tango.
Air Canada 425, proceed direct Darpu, descend 6,000. Air Canada 425, proceed direct Darpu, descend 6,000. Hello? Hello? Is this thing on? Hello? Air Canada 425, Toronto?
425, go ahead.
Air Canada 425, Toronto, turn left, direct Darpu, descend 6,000.
Direct Darpu, 6,000, Air Canada 425.
Get this guy on the ground. Try and get that guy at least in the air and out of the control zone. But it's been fun. This has been a really good session. It's been a really good stream. I've really enjoyed just the ride of traffic that's on here tonight. This has been really good.
Toronto Center, Charlie Foxtrot, Papa Tango, ready for takeoff, runway 27.
Foxtrot, Papa Tango, Toronto. Right turnout is approved. The winds 280 at 3. Call me clearing the zone to the east. Clear for takeoff, runway 27.
Toronto Center, could you please repeat your last transmission, please? Foxtrot, Papa Tango.
Foxtrot, Papa Tango, Toronto. Right turnout after departure is approved. Contact me clearing the zone 5 miles to the east. Winds are 280 at 3. Clear for takeoff, runway 27.
Heading right after turnoff, we're going to contact you 5 miles east after departure. Clear for takeoff, runway 27, Foxtrot, Papa Tango.
Roger. Skycraft filed a flight plan out of Pembroke here to go to North Bay. I've never seen traffic go in and out of Pembroke in all my time on VATSIM, I don't think. I think that's the first airplane I've ever seen go to Pembroke. So let's see what he can do here. He can do either the Agnex 1 departure or the Bond 1 departure. The trouble is going to North Bay, he's got all this restricted airspace just north of the airport that he's got to get around. So he has to come back around the south side to get to it, which he has YTAYYB. I don't think that's going to be a valid flight plan with the restricted airspace in there. Air Canada 425, descend 4,000.
4,000, Air Canada 425.
I'm curious what the upper bounds of that airspace are. So let's see here. I'm going to look up on a sectional chart.
Logan, it's Skycraft 733 on the ground in Pembroke.
Skycraft 733 Toronto, good evening.
Skycraft 733 looking for IFR to North Bay.
Skycraft 733 Toronto, I'm just working out something for you here. It's going to be a slightly amended route. Just give me a moment.
Skycraft, sorry, Roger, and we'll probably be looking to depart runway 17. We'll be ready in about 5 minutes or so.
Okay, Skycraft 733, just stand by the frequency and I'll have a clearance for you momentarily. Air Canada 425, after Darpu, fly heading 330.
Heading 330 after Darpu, Air Canada 425.
Alright, so I'm just trying to figure out exactly where this whole, where his departure takes him. And it's the Agnex one, okay, yep. So let me just amend his flight plan really quickly. So it's got to be there. Skycraft 733 Toronto, I got your clearance if you're ready to copy.
We're ready, Skycraft 733.
Stand by. Skycraft 733, you're cleared to North Bay via the Agnex 1 departure. After Agnex, direct Killaloe, Yankee X-ray India, then direct North Bay VOR. Departure runway 17, squawk code 0570. Your clearance is valid now and cancelled if not airborne by 0445 Zulu.
Okay, Skycraft 723 is cleared North Bay Airport, Agnex 1 departure, and direct to Killaloe, direct North Bay. Runway 17, squawk 0570, and clearance is cancelled if not up by 0445.
Skycraft 733, the readback is all correct, and you can go back to Unicom 122.8 for the departure. Give me a call this frequency when you're airborne.
Skycraft 733.
Sorry, what? That's tonight's stream anyways.
Toronto Center, Foxtrot Papa Tango, 5 miles east from London. We're at 3,000 feet.
Foxtrot Papa Tango, Toronto, thank you. You're leaving the London control zone to the east. Did you want flight following en route to Toronto?
Toronto Center, yes please, Charlie Foxtrot Papa Tango.
Charlie Foxtrot Papa Tango, roger, identified, and remain VFR at all times.
Remaining VFR at all times, Charlie Foxtrot Papa Tango.
Air Canada 425, actually disregard. Probably need about 10 more seconds. Air Canada 425, now turn right heading 030 to intercept, cleared ILS 05.
Right 030 to intercept ILS 05, Air Canada 425.
And I'm putting him above the glide slope. I'm doing a very bad job here. Doing a very bad job. I should have probably turned him sooner because he's been a little bit unreliable. Air Canada 425, I see you got it locked in there, and if you need to, descend 3,000 for the glide slope.
Alright, descending 3,000, Air Canada 425.
That was very sloppy controlling. Why is this Air Canada that went to Niagara Falls still going here? Where is he going? And what is he doing? Well. Two different audiences, so I'm really not sure which I'm going to stick with in the long run. I do all my flight streaming on Twitch, and then I do all my control streaming on YouTube, and yeah, I like them both for different reasons. Air Canada 425, contact the tower now, 118.7. Have a great night.
118. 18.7 Air Canada 425, good night.
Good night. All right. All right. I think we're going to probably wrap it up here because I think I spent enough time on this network for this evening. Yeah. And Skycraft 733 Toronto, are you still on frequency at all?
Skycraft 733, yeah, we're here.
Yeah, Skycraft 733, I hate to do this to you, but I think I've been on for long enough today, so you can remain on Unicom 122.8 for the departure, and we're going to be shutting down now, so have yourself a great rest of the night. We'll catch you next time.
Skycraft 733, no worries, they create rest of your night as well.
See ya. And Foxtrot Papa Tango, my apologies. I hope you're having a good experience, but I've been on for quite a while. I got to log off, so you can switch to Unicom 122.8. If the tower is still there when you get close to Toronto, you'll be able to call him on 118.7 when you get about 10 miles from Toronto.
Toronto Center, could you please repeat your last transmission? Charlie Foxtrot Papa Tango.
Foxtrot Papa Tango, no problem. I'm going to be closing now. So you can switch to Unicom on 122.8. And when you get close to Toronto, tower's online right now. I'm not sure how long he's going to stay for, but you can call him on 118.7 when you're about 10 miles from Toronto.
Changing frequencies to Unicom 122.8 and contacting tower at 118.7 before entering Toronto zone. Thank you for your service. Have a good night. Charlie Foxtrot Papa Tango.
Foxtrot Papa Tango, thank you so much for flying. Welcome to the network, and I hope to see you again.
Same here, thanks.
All right. And if anybody else is on Toronto Center frequency, Toronto Center is now closed. Switch to Unicom 122.8. Good day to all. All right, I'm going to shut that down. I'm just going to go tell my other controllers that I'm off. And guys, I just want to say thank you so much for watching tonight. I hope you learned something. I hope you had fun. I had a lot of fun with this stream. It was it started off a little slow, but it really picked up with some great interest in the middle. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Keep an eye on my Discord as well for schedules for the next stream for next week.